Hello everybody, you may be wondering why we're outside in the lovely fresh air. The sun's shining, it is a bit windy, so sorry about the wind noise. But this month is Great Outdoors Month, so we thought we'd give you a few tips, pointers, just to help you enjoy those days out with your friends and family a little bit more. Right, let's get going. So we've got a few tips for you today. There's going to be a few points within each tip, and some of them are quite common sense, so we'll just go through them. So the first one is always prepare for the weather. Now that means obviously before you go out, check the weather forecast, the UV index, and just make sure that you're prepared for that. Wear the correct clothing when you're outside. So today's a nice sunny day, I've got shorts, t-shirt, got my sunglasses and hat on. That leads me on to the footwear. Make sure you've always got comfortable footwear. I mean, if you're going on long walks around some hiking trails, you probably want to make sure you've got comfortable shoes on. So always make sure you've got hay fever tablets, just obviously when you're outside. If you do suffer from hay fever, it'll be a lot worse when you're out and about. And then last bit on this point is always make sure you bring some sun cream with you. You don't want to be getting any burns and be looking like a lobster. Right, let's go to the next point. So the second tip would be to just take some food and drink with you. I mean, it saves a bit of money, and also then you can have what you want, and who doesn't love saving money, and you don't have to spend money on the expensive stuff while you're out. So first bit would be obviously take a reusable bottle with you. You can fill it up with water, and a lot of places will fill it up for you as well once you've already run out. Second bit would be to why not freeze some fruit and take it in a food flask or another container that you've got. And lastly, why don't you try take some trail mix? So instead of like crisps and chocolate and things, you've got some slow release carbohydrates that will keep you going throughout the day, and you won't have to worry about all that sugary terribleness. Let's go on to point 3. So tip number 3, why don't you find outdoor activities that everyone enjoys? So you might have to tailor that depending on who you're with. So if you're with friends, you might want to do something different. Like if I was with my friends, we'd probably go for a bike ride or go skateboarding or something. Whereas if I'm with my family, we'll probably go out for some nice walks, which leads me on to just find somewhere nice around near you. Like you've got forests like this that are lovely, they've got walking routes through. You've got beaches, you've got local gardens as well, and some of those will be free, and then also your local park as well will probably be free. While you do that, you can find somewhere that lets you have a barbecue, so while you're out you can take your food with you, have a nice barbecue, maybe take a football as well, have a little bit of a kickabout. And lastly, you can go camping. Obviously in England and Wales you're not allowed to go wild camping without asking the landowner's permission first, so just make sure you do that if you do want to go camping. But luckily if you're in Scotland, wild camping is legal, so you can go anywhere as long as it's not near someone's house or any land that there is prohibited on. So just make sure you check beforehand, but normally you'll be golden if you're up in Scotland. Right, let's go on to the last point. So the last point for you guys is to keep the environment protected. So obviously on the first bit on that is make sure you always take your rubbish with you and put it in the nearest bin, unlike whoever left this little bit next to my feet. After that, make sure you don't destroy the area around you too much. So if you're making fires, make sure that you don't rip off trees, and just make sure you get the sticks from around and don't just put it in the middle of a nice area and burn it up. Also when you're walking, try and stick to the trails that have been set out already. That way you're not going to walk through any birds' nests or little critters' nests that are hidden up, and you'll just keep the wildlife better protected. And lastly, when you are out and about, don't just go picking flowers up from where they are. I mean, they look great, and yeah, they would look nice in your house as well, but they'll only last 5 days at home, and you can take a picture and print that out, and then that will last forever. And you can also get your own perspective on the world. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully this has given you a few tips and hopefully encourage some of you to get out there and actually enjoy Great Outdoors Month. Yeah, again, hope you've enjoyed it, and if you've got any questions, get hold of us and we'll get back to you. All right, see you next week, guys.